I'm Juzzy. I'm here with Gem Skid. We're at Springnats 2018 and you're watching Bumper to Bumper.
Ever since I was a child, I've loved automobiles. My father drove a V8 Dodge, big old shiny wheels. To him it was just transport with little to endear. But that old car would set the course for me throughout the year. Bumper to bumper, we love them old cars, be it Ford.
Okay, Juzzy, g'day and welcome to Bumper to Bumper. How you going?
Very good. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. Now we're here at Springnats for 2018. Last time you and I spoke was at Summernats in 2018 as well.
Yes.
Now, a lot has gone on since then actually with the car itself.
Yes, a lot has gone on. The car wasn't running right. We ended up snapping a rod and then we decided to make a change and go to B&R and try this combo out. And so far, so good. It's absolutely awesome.
All right, now, what does that combo mean?
A combination is we just changed the cam, did a few more different things, O-ring the blower. This stage, the blower is doing more work than what the actual motor is side of it. So it's still the same. It's not a 427 anymore, it's a 408.
Right.
Dry sump now, so we're not wet sump. Different ball game again. You set up so you don't just turn the key and go off and drive it. You have to warm it up. You have to prepare it, and then once you've prepared it, start it up, and then 20 minutes later you can go and skid.
All right. Engine-wise, it's still looking pretty beefy. What horsepower is it putting out?
It's just under 1200.
1200?
Yes.
That's a lot of horsepower.
It is a lot of horsepower. Yep.
Now, let's take us through what you're going to do at 7:30 tonight. Take us through the stages of what you're thinking about, what you're doing, what are you doing with the car itself to get it ready? Because you know that as soon as you take off, you've actually got to start doing smoke. So
yes. Game plan is tip in deep, so go out as fast as I can, tip it in deep, then try and use as much as pack you can, so all four corners. Keep consistent revs, so don't drop your revs because that will affect in your judging. Pop tyres, of course, and just have fun. That's what it's about. Have fun. Hard to explain what it actually feels like to drive the car out there. It's just like nothing's there, just me and the car.
Now, what got you into doing burnouts in the first place?
I've always been into cars. This was my husband's car. And he was drag racing it. And I just went, I'd like to do burnouts in it. So I decided to get in and have a go and
then seconded the whole car?
And taken over the car. I like getting out the car and people going, oh, that was a girl, that's absolutely awesome, she did really well. Consistent revs and control of the car and, I don't know, just knowing your car and what it can do.
All right.
Yep.
So you've got your team with you as well. Obviously they help out as well. And you've got your engine builder with you today too, I believe.
Yes, the engine builder is going for a ride with me tonight, so it will be very good.
Thank you, Juzzy, for being on Bumper to Bumper. Knock it out of the park tonight. I hope you do well and do a grass burnout and beat all those guys.
Thank you very much.
All right, cheers.
Bye.
All right, Brett, g'day and welcome to Bumper to Bumper. How you going?
Good. Yep.
So you're with the Gemskip crew, but you've done a lot of engine work on this car.
Yeah. I started doing the engine just after Springnats, after I had a few issues. We built basically a brand new motor for it, and it seems to be pretty good. So.
All right, so have you been on any outings while this engine's been in?
No, I'm actually going to go out tonight with her. I haven't actually been in the car with Justine, so it should be a good little ride.
Oh yeah, well, hopefully the crowd gets behind her and you're getting your hand out and doing the burnout wave.
Oh, of course, you've got to do that.
All right, well look, I want to say thank you very much for being on Bumper to Bumper, and great work on the engine for Juzzy.
No dramas, thank you.
Okay, cheers. Ken, g'day and welcome to Bumper to Bumper. How you going?
Good, thank you very much for interviewing me.
Okay, Ken, now you've got a HT 1969 Monaro. It looks immaculate.
Yeah, well, we put a bit of work into it. You don't look too bad.
All right, how long have you had this car for, mate?
About 10 years.
Oh, okay. And what was the condition of the car when you first got it?
Pretty average. She had a bit of rust and a bit of this and that on her, but we cleaned her up. Me and my son-in-law does all the work on it.
Yeah. And what were some of the major things that you had to do on it?
Just all the bling stuff, the motors and gearboxes, and Paul Rogers put the transmission and that in it for me.
Yep. Now today we're here at Springnats in Shepparton. You've got the car out here, you're doing the go to woe. What else are you doing?
We're going to do all the events except that burnout stuff. We're not doing that.
Right, why is that?
Just a bit too much rubber to clean.
Yeah, it puts a lot of rubber on the car, doesn't it?
It certainly does, yeah.
So how's it gone this morning?
Oh, very nice, very nice. We had to put a couple of batteries in it, but we got over the top of it.
Now, why we had to put batteries in?
Probably a bit old.
You or the car?
Oh, both.
Now, what's the times you've been running for the go to woe then? Are you competitive?
Yeah, 5.9. That's the quickest.
Now, you know, the interesting thing that I find about Springnats is that you're actually not only going in the competition, but you've got your car here on display in the exhibition building too.
Yeah, well, we do that every year. I think we've got Grand Champion 3 years in a row.
Right, so this is a car that you obviously you cherish, but also you like to get out and drive it.
Oh, we like to drive it, we like to show it and let the crowd all see it, and it's for everyone.
Yeah, well, it's a beautiful, stunning looking car, mate. A lot of work gone into this.
Yeah, well, congratulations to all my pit crew and all the people that helps me.
All right, now your pit crew's here today. Name some of those people.
Oh, there's Jenna, my granddaughter, Jesse, my grandson, and Jason, he's Nathan. I get mixed up, but Nathan.
You know him well, don't you?
No, not very well. They just like to come with the car.
Yeah. So it's great that you got your family involved in the whole thing, though, because obviously it brings a close bond.
Oh, look, I'd never do it. I'm 72, and I'd never do it without my grandchildren.
No,
they're fantastic to have your family.
Yeah. Well, I want to wish you well for the weekend. I hope you do well at Springnats, because you're actually driving yourself, which is fantastic in itself. You're young at heart, mate.
I'm 27 years old today.
Yeah, I was going to say 26.
Yeah. I just reversed the numbers.
Yeah, well done. All right, Ken, well, I wish you all the very best, and thanks for being on Bumper to Bumper.
Thank you very much.
Okay, cheers. Okay, Sway, g'day and welcome to Bumper to Bumper. How you going?
Not too bad, Rusty. How are you?
Going great, mate. What's the old beast behind us?
Okay, we've got a HJ station wagon running a 308 tunnel ram, running E85, turbo 400, and a 10-bolt Salisbury, keeping it all holding. Hence the good old Australian flag on the roof. And the graphics, it's been around for quite some time. My first Springnats was the second Springnats. So
What year was that? So people at home know?
it's got to be 30 years ago.
Yeah. You old bugger?
Yeah.
All right, so you've been doing it for such a long period of time. Obviously, you still enjoy it.
Oh, very enjoy it. I can't miss this event. I love it. And a few other events I can't miss, but this one is my dead set favourite. I've been coming to this one since the beginning. So every single Nationals I've been at, the car has been at 24. It missed 2 due to engine failures.
Right. So what's it for you to get out there and thrash a bloody car to do a burnout? What's the thrill and adrenaline for it?
It's hard to say, but the adrenaline is just over the top. It's just getting out there and you're just pumped. That's all I can say. You're just pumped.
Now, I've heard this car. This car's off its nut, and I saw it driving past and on the skid pan as well, and it's just nuts.
Yeah, it's a very, very strong motor and everything else. It's 304 block, 308 internals and different pistons, and yeah, it's just, yeah, I can tell you it's got a Howard Thomas cam in it. That's as much as I can do. Tell you. It was built by Procomp Motorsports. Wayno built it, and it's as strong as strong. It's just, it's got a different note to anything else here.
All right, so we'd call you a privateer, so you're just doing this out of the hell of it for the passion?
Absolutely.
All right, so is it a costly exercise?
Very costly. There's probably, if you look under the bonnet, there's probably 15 grand worth of motor sitting there, 3.5 grand worth of transmission, differential, well, it's 10-bolt Salisbury, so it's, yeah, not very dear. To have a standard car to go out, I've had a VN Commodore 6-cylinder, and you go and play in that, but it's just nothing like this.
Yeah.
Nothing like it.
And what's the crowd like when they see the Aussie flag, the Holden station wagon coming out, football, meat pies, kangaroos and Holden cars, mate?
Well, they all up on their feet and they're cheering, and you can hear it over the top of this thing. Believe it or not, you can actually hear them over the top.
Oh, yeah?
Sometimes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so is that good for you when you're driving?
It's a buzz.
Yeah?
It is and when you finish the skid and you're just blurping it on the rims and rim bashing a little bit,
Yep.
and the crowd are going ballistic and pumping their hands and everything else, it's just a feeling you never know until you've done it.
Well, I'll tell you, for a guy who's been doing it for over 30 years, mate, you're still passionate about it now.
Yes, very much a passion. Very much a passion.
All right, Sway. Well, I know you're going into competition tonight. So what's happening tonight?
I'm in group 4. What they do is they're sending out in groups of 20 to go out onto the pad.
Yep.
So they've got group 1 is first, then through to group 4 and 5, which gives everyone a fair chance. So you don't have to sit up in the queue and line up and wait.
Yep.
This way is much fairer. There's only 20 cars you're waiting on.
Yep.
And then they let the next group out, and it just makes it so much fairer. No one's pushing and shoving to get in. If it is, it's only 1 or 2 cars. Who cares?
All right. Now this might be a stupid question. How do you win a burnout comp?
Have a lot more fun than I do. Virtually use the whole pad.
Yep.
Better drifting and figure eights and everything else, and just using the whole pad and creating instant smoke, continuous, and bulk smoke, and that's how to win. Very hard to beat the supercharged car, but go out there.
All right, Sway. Well, I wish you all the very best, mate. Thanks for being on Bumper to Bumper, and good to see that everyone's about people, power and passion for the old Sway. All the very best, mate.
Thank you very much, Rusty.
Cheers. Cheers. G'day and welcome to Bumper to Bumper. How you going?
I'm good, Rusty. Yourself, mate?
Mate, having a ball up here at Springnats for 2018. You've got your beautiful van here. Mate, it's a showpiece.
Thank you, Rusty. It's a 1977 XC Sundown and panel van, matching numbers.
Yes.
It was built in Geelong, and its first original owner was in Adelaide. It was ordered for Adelaide. From there, it moved to a place in Reservoir where I picked it up when I was 18.
And what was the condition of the car when you got it?
Look, it was pretty good. Had a few rust spots, nothing major, but no, it was in pretty good nick.
All right. Now, Sundowner, special type of van?
Yeah, it's the Ford version of the Sandman.
Yep.
So Chrysler had the Drifter,
Yep.
Holden had the Sandman, Ford had the Sundowner.
All right. And of all those three, which one's the best?
Oh, Ford. Ford, of course.
When you first started to think, I want to make a show car, what were your ideas?
You never think they're going to be a show car.
No?
No,
Okay.
you set yourself some targets and some projects and you head to it, and you get to a point where it gets a bit out of control and out of hand, and it does, and it evolves into what it is. Money helps.
Yes, of course.
It always helps. I've done a lot of it myself.
Yeah.
But there's just some things that you just can't do yourself, so you got to get people to do them.
Let's think about this. From the work that you farmed out, what kind of cost have you done on this car to get it where it is today?
Probably ballpark 38 to
Not bad.
ground up for 38. But there's a lot of personal hours, friends help, everything else that helps. I've had some new businesses who have really, really been great to help me along the way.
Give him a plug, mate.
Jab Airbrushing, John Bronstring, Mark McCallum, Trevor from Artesian, Rodney Hode from Showboards, Budgie, Mika, Sway, David Sway Watson and Janet. There's Joel from Joel Davis Trimmers. They just help. They're all young people that we started with new people, new businesses, and liked the direction we were headed.
Yep.
So yeah, it went from there, and it's just gone.
Speaking about the direction where you're headed, what was the direction and where have you headed? What's Jaffa's DNA, mate?
As a teenager, you talk to a lot of the older guys who've been in it for longer than me with legendary vans like Street Legal and Prox J and all these other vans. And you always say, one day I wish, you know. As of this year, Jaffa's number one in the country.
Well done.
We finished number one in the state. We've won best murals, I think, the last 4 or 5 years. Springnats had finished top 60 and got best murals there. So yeah, no, look, if I can say I've accomplished a dream, I've pretty much done it. Yeah, it's all about movies. Back in the day, people rolled Jaffas down the aisles. So the vehicle was always called Jaffa. You keep the movie theme. It's red with a chocolate interior. And, you know, I try and make it flow through. The additions we've done through it, we've just tried to make the undercarriage and everything all flow now into the bay.
Yep. All right, one thing I've noticed is the front bumper bar, mate.
Yeah.
What's happening there?
That's one bump. That's two bumpers into one. So we wanted it to be custom but still look original.
Yes.
A lot of people don't notice it, but it's had the number plate section removed out of it, and it's been sectioned to make it a point, so it just looks like one full piece, and it gives the car that front look of being fat. So that was what we tried to achieve.
I mean, we've got a car that's exceptional anyway, but yet you're trying to do these subtle little things and changes. I reckon it's got to be some sort of a disease where you keep on fine-tuning, modifying and seeing things that you change. Are you done with Jaffa? We'll get this on camera, you know that.
No, I'm done. I've got another one I'm building. I've got building 2 more, but
yeah, because you're just a van nut, aren't you?
I am.
Now, one thing I noticed, this is a 6-cylinder.
Yes.
What have you done to it?
It's got a mild crow cam in it. The head's been decked. Valves have been changed. Set of extractors. It's got a V8 timing chain and gear in it. Other than that, it's stock bottom end, and yeah, so it puts out about 110 horsepower to the rear wheels.
All right. Now, I'm surprised that you haven't converted this to a V8. There must be a reason for that, because a lot of people probably look at this and say, oh, it's a 6-cylinder. But, I mean, the quality of the work, don't get me wrong, the quality of the work, but normally people think show cars got to have power. Do you think so or not?
No, not at all. For what it is, back in the day, everybody bought Sundowners. They released quite a few with the 6s, and everybody went 6, no, we need a V8. So a lot of the original Sundowners that were 6s are V8s. I always said that I would keep it as a 6, that it didn't need to be a V8. It went quick enough for me.
And I think from Jaffa that this is actually a stock body. Nothing's really been customised, and you could actually bring this back to original, couldn't you?
Very much so. The colour is still coded to the tags. If I really wanted to be nasty, I could get a good buff man and buff all this off, take it back to its original colour, put the stripes on it, and it'll be Sundowner.
Fantastic. All right, mate. Well, I want to say thanks for bringing it up to Springnats. It's looking beautiful under lights and the movie scene. Fantastic. Well done. And
Thank
mate,
you, Rusty.
very passionate about vans and cars and all the rest of it. So well done, mate.
Thank you very much, Rusty. Thanks to Bumper to Bumper.
Cheers.
Thanks, Springnats. Have a great time, guys.
What's your name, buddy?
Aaron House, mate.
Aaron? Mate, what a sick car. Hey?
Yeah, it's not too bad, mate.
What's it got in it?
It's just a small block Chev.
Right.
A71 blower, nothing on carbies.
Do you have to watch out for going under bridges?
Yeah, you just got to watch head high.
What are you doing here today at Springnats?
Just having some fun, mate. Get out there, smoke some tyres, and
Yeah?
just have some fun.
Now, your rear end.
Yeah.
Mate, what's going on there? It's so narrow.
Yeah, nice and narrow rear end. Just
What?
fixing the paint, mate.
Okay, so that just stops the drag on the paint coming up.
Just stops the tyres, smashing the darts, and looking the paint. So yeah, we just tubbed it and put it nice and close together, and we don't have any dramas with the paint now.
I still can't get over how people have these beautiful cars and want to do this to them.
Yeah, well, you can have show cars, you can have whatever you want, mate, but you've got to use it.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no point having it.
Mate, when you got something that big hanging out of your bonnet, hey?
That's it, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how shiny it is, you can have a go.
All right, well done, mate. All the best for the weekend.
All right, mate,
Cheers.
Thank you.
Okay, Tim, g'day and welcome to Bumper to Bumper. How you going?
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm good. Thank you yourself.
Yeah, very good. Shannon, hi, how are you?
Good, thank you. Nice to meet you.
Yep, nice to meet you. Now, you guys got your 71 Prem here. Not your normal Prem, though, is it?
Oh, it does a job for me, that's for sure.
All right. Now, tell us a little bit about the car. How long have you had the car for?
I've had it about 7 years or so, I think it'd be now.
Yeah?
It's got it in 2012 as a birthday, as a Christmas present off my dad.
Oh, that's bloody nice.
So yeah, it wasn't bad at all.
Yeah, it was good.
Nice little treat.
Yeah. And what was the condition of the car when you first got it?
It had 3 layers of house paint off an old guy in his 70s.
Yeah.
Then his son inherited it, didn't want it, and then basically swapped it for a chainsaw.
A chainsaw?
Yeah, back in 2012, yeah.
Mate, you've done a bloody good deal there. That's good. Chainsaw for a car.
Yeah, I was happy with it, that's for sure.
All right, now, what have you done to it?
We basically gutted the whole car, to be honest. We resprayed it twice. Got a 600 originally when we first sprayed it.
Yes.
Then we changed it to a 350 Chev.
Yes.
Now it's a 400. I had a small Salisbury, changed that to a 9-inch diff now as well.
Yeah.
Blew the 9-inch off, replaced that as well. Blew the transmission up, then replaced that this year as well. So everything's been done twice.
Okay, so is it learning because the amount of horsepower that you're putting through it?
It's more I just abuse it too much and then something always breaks.
You're only a young fella. You're pouring a lot of money into this car, I'd say.
I have, yeah. Spent a bit of money on it.
Right. But what's your passion to drive you to do this?
It's more when I was actually like a young fella. Like my dad actually had a HQ Montana, a blue one as well, actually.
Yeah.
And then basically I sort of just kind of like a father and son sort of thing. Started that with really. and just the bonding experience to have spent all the time together is just, it's a nice memory to have, really.
No, fantastic it is. Now, what have you done to the engine? Because this is looking pretty meaty.
It's basically just a 400 Chev crate motor from Blueprint Engines, actually, got from Engine Master.
Yep.
And basically just popped a freaking tonneau rim on top of it.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah.
They're pretty simple then.
Yeah, it's quite
Like a bolt-on.
Basically, yeah, that's what it really is.
Okay. All right, so you got to take it back to camera. What do you got to do with it?
I'm basically going to take back the diff guy up there and get him to freaking check the tail shaft, and then I'll take the freaking transmission out, send it back to ours race glides, get him to check the box and make sure I haven't broken that as well, and then go from there, see how much it cost me.
Amazing. Yeah, you won't be going away on Christmas time, will you?
Oh, we'll see how much of the Christmas bonus I get.
Oh. Well, who's the boss, and give him a big wave? All right, well, look, I want to say thank you very much for being on Bumper to Bumper.
Yep,
Great to see the 71 Prem out, and you're thrashing and abusing the car, but you're enjoying it at the same time with
Exactly right,
with
yeah.
Shannon as well, so that's fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Okay, cheers. Cheers.
Thank you.
Hey Rusty, do you want to hear a dad joke?
Al, I'd love to hear a dad's joke.
Why did the coffee file a police report?
I don't know, Al. Why did the coffee file a police report?
Because it got mugged.
Okay, folks, that was another episode of Bumper to Bumper, the classic car TV show that's all about
People,
power.
passion.
I'm Rusty.
I'm Ella.
Good night.
People, power and passion, you know that is our deal. So tune into our TV show with Rusty at the wheel. Oh yeah! Oh, come on, Rusty. Slip in behind the wheel.